Hello everybody and welcome back to Dollar Tree Dinners. Today is $10 Tuesday where we make dinner on a $10 budget from Dollar Tree. Except today we're not making dinner. Today's my birthday, so we're gonna make a special birthday dessert using ingredients from Dollar Tree. From our mystery bag of Dollar Tree ingredients, we have ice cream. I have 2 pints of coffee and 2 pints of cookies and cream. These are $1.25 a piece, and I think that these are a really good value. If you've ever been curious about if Dollar Tree ice cream is real ice cream, technically it is, because it does have milk as the #1 ingredient. It's probably not as rich of an ice cream as some other brands, but it's $1.25. So that is ingredient #1, ice cream, any 4 pints of your choosing. Ingredient #2, Swiss rolls. I wanted a cake aspect to this, but considering Dollar Tree does sell boxes of cake mix, but they don't have eggs, I was thinking in terms of what I could add that would add a cake element and also not need to be baked. So that's why I picked those up. Then normally an ice cream cake has a whipped, a Cool Whip frosting, but my Dollar Trees don't sell Cool Whip anymore. So I got regular frosting and I'm hoping it's not going to be too sweet, but I have vanilla and chocolate fudge. And then lastly, for a decoration, because I do have kind of a vision of what this cake is gonna look like when it's done, but for a decoration, I got some of these Purolene wafers, the little straw looking cookies. And like I said, I have a vision for how this is gonna come together. So hopefully it looks the way I want it to. But there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 ingredients from Dollar Tree. Let's make my Dollar Tree birthday cake. Ice cream cake edition. I'm gonna be making my ice cream cake in a loaf style again, because I have a vision for how I want this to look. And it's really kind of based on my past experience as a soap maker. And I think it's gonna turn out really cute, at least I hope. But the first thing I need to do is line my loaf pan with some plastic wrap so that we can really easily remove the ice cream cake whenever it's ready. I'm gonna do a double layer plastic wrap, so one kind of lengthwise and then one widthwise. And I'm not gonna be too particular about the plastic wrap because we are gonna be frosting the ice cream cake. But if you just want ice cream in a loaf, you might wanna make it a little neater than I'm making it now. We're gonna have to build this upside down. So that means the bottom of our loaf pan is gonna be the top of the ice cream cake when it's inverted. And I want the white layer to be on top. So I'm gonna start with the cookies and cream ice cream. And we are gonna have to microwave this a little bit just to soften it up. So I'm gonna pop each of these in the microwave for about 20 seconds and hopefully that's soft enough to spread. All right, cookies and cream ice cream has been microwaved. So let's plop that down in the bottom. And then I'm gonna use my spoon to kind of flatten it out into a solid layer. We've got our nice smooth cookies and cream layer as our base. I probably don't need all of these Purolene wafers for what I'm doing on top. So I think we can sacrifice a couple of them for the middle as well. Let's see how many this comes with. These in half to make that happen. And let's assume I need 3 of them. So this should make 6 slices total. I wonder if I should plan for 8. I guess I'll just plan for 8. 4 of the little wafers. So I took 4 of the little wafers and I cut them in half to make little straws to kind of stick out the top. And then the rest of the wafers we'll crush down to make a crunchy cookie layer for the middle of our ice cream cake. So pull back in my loaf pan and let's sprinkle these on top. And then that's not all I want to do for this middle layer, because I'm trying to make the most of every ingredient that I bought, and I have some of this chocolate fudge frosting. So I think it'd be fun to do a kind of chocolate layer again for visual separation. So I'm going to take some of my chocolate fudge frosting, like a good spoonful, maybe a little bit more than that. And I'm going to microwave it so that I can spread it on top of our cookie layer. And I definitely just got distracted and microwaved that a little bit longer than I had expected to, and definitely just made a huge mess in my microwave. So we lost about half of it to the floor of the microwave, or the turntable. Oops. It should still work though. Now we're going to go on there with our second layer of ice cream, which is going to be a different color than the first layer. This one's like a light brown color. So it's going to, you know, again, give us the appearance of layers. Although my cookies and cream ice cream's quite melted at this point, so maybe my layers won't be as defined as I had hoped. Here's the problem though. My loaf pan is quite full, and I was still gonna add like a cake layer for a bottom. I guess we shall see. We're gonna do these little Swiss rolls. So I'm gonna take, and I hope I have enough. I don't know if I have enough. There's 8 in here. This is going not as great as I had hoped. It's okay. I'm just trying not to make a mess. Well, all right. I guess at this point, I'm gonna try to like tuck in all the edges. This is the best we're gonna do. I'm gonna pop this in the freezer for 6 hours and just see what happens. 6 to 8 hours. It's been 8 hours, so let's grab it out of the freezer and hope for the best. So the hope is that after 8 hours, it's frozen solid again, because it was kind of liquidy when we put it in the freezer. So I'm going to peel back. I tried to wrap it as best as I could in the plastic wrap, just to keep everything together. Now, also because we had some spillage, I don't know how easy this is gonna be to remove from this pan. So I grabbed one of my little cake rounds, the same ones I used for the pizza crust video. I had like a whole set of them, and let's see if that helps. Oh, yep, okay, that did help. We are released from our mold. We're also cautiously optimistic that this is hopefully fully frozen, but no, it's still not fully frozen. Okay, so it's just a little kind of creamy on the top. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this whole thing back in the freezer for at least 30 minutes. Now that it's unmolded, it should kind of freeze on top as well. Game plan for the frosting is something you guys have seen me do before. We're trying to go for kind of like a marbled effect on the frosting. I love to do this with these little store-bought canned frostings. I think it's also gonna be a really good way to just get like a really thin coating of frosting so it's not overly sweet. So I have the vanilla frosting in the jar, and we're gonna microwave it for about 30 seconds just until it's pourable. All right, and I am going to do the same thing with a very small amount of the chocolate frosting. If you guys remember the last time I tried doing this kind of marbled effect, the chocolate frosting like took over the whole thing. You really couldn't see any white. I learned my lesson, so we're gonna do mostly white with just a teensy bit of chocolate. I'm really excited for this cake, and the kids are too, so I'll have to let you guys know how they liked it too. All right, let's pour some of that chocolate into the vanilla. Give it a little swirl with a knife just to incorporate those colors. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm just having kind of fun with the process of experimenting with this. So it's my birthday dessert, and I'm allowed to have fun and do a little bit of experimentation. Okay, And we're gonna work pretty quickly, and we're gonna pour trying to get the whole thing covered. Okay, so off camera, accidentally, I just used my fingers to pick up the ice cream cake and put it back on my little cardboard round. Let me stick this in the freezer for 15 to 20 minutes just to set the frosting layer, and then we'll finish it up. And then while that sets in the freezer, I'm gonna transfer the rest of my chocolate frosting into a bag for piping. Stick that into a cup so it's easier to transfer the frosting. We're gonna try to finish this up as best as we can. So I have the rest of the chocolate fudge frosting in a little makeshift piping bag. And all I wanna do is add some little swirls to the side here. Like little rosettes. You can build them up a bit. And it looks like I need 7 of my little wafers. We're gonna stick one of those in each one. I think that turned out cute, but that is my Dollar Tree birthday ice cream cake. And I still have a Pearling wafer to spare. Hold on, let me get it set up. You're good.
I'm looking at the wall.
All right, you guys ready?
Yeah.
Come look. I mean, it's not like the prettiest, but
That looks good.
yeah, I did like it. I don't know, it kind of looks like a rack of ribs. You said it was cute when I brought it out there.
Yeah, until I realized it looks like it's been melting.
That's wrong.
Looks good, Dad's wrong?
Yeah.
Let's see.
It's ice cream cake.
All right.
It's supposed to.
There's the inside.
Oh, the Swiss rolls.
The Swiss rolls. Look at the inside.
It kind of looks like a race car. Like, if you turn that.
Race car?
Like, like this is like the back thing,
Yeah?
and then those are the wheels.
Oh, I see that.
Yeah. It's like a race car ice cream cake.
All right, next slice. Oh, that sliced a lot easier. Can you give me a plate?
But what?
Huh?
What'd you say?
That sliced a lot easier, the second one.
I like how you gave Delson the thickest freaking.
It looks so cute with the little Swiss rolls.
Yeah.
That turned out really cute. All right, there's, you want that one or do you want the next one?
Sure.
That sure doesn't.
All right, so it's the next day. We did enjoy our ice cream cake last night after dinner, and the kids had a lot of fun with it, as you could hear. It is absolutely not perfect, but it is kind of in line with the vision that I had for it. There are a couple things I would definitely do differently next time. The first is that I would only buy 3 pints of ice cream instead of 4. With the addition of the Swiss rolls, I think 3 pints of ice cream would have been more than enough. And then I would have gotten probably 2 boxes of Swiss rolls instead of 1, just to be able to fill out the bottom. But I think that's my favorite part, is like being able to see these little swirls in the bottom of the cake. I also would probably just skip the coffee ice cream altogether and just do 3 pints of cookies and cream. It's my favorite flavor, and I just did the coffee ice cream so I could have some kind of visual color separation, which ended up not happening anyways because the first layer had melted so much. The third thing is the icing. you know, it did kind of settle into the grooves of the ice cream, and so it's not as smooth as I thought. I thought it'd be like one of those like mirror cakes. Really, really, I think the way I did it just kind of highlights all of the imperfections in the cake. Everybody enjoyed the ice cream cake. The kids' favorite part was the chocolate frosting on top with the little Purolene wafer kind of sticking out of it, and then the frozen Swiss rolls. Overall, I made myself an ice cream cake for my birthday with a $10 budget from Dollar Tree. I accomplished it. I learned how to do it better next time, and we got a really fun treat out of it, and I got to make a video for you guys. So win-win across the board. Few things I would do differently, but overall it still tasted great and we really enjoyed it. There will not be a video tomorrow, which is Wednesday, because I'm going to take a day off for my birthday. We'll hop back in on Thursday with our recipe roulette, but I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Hope you're having a fantastic day, and I'll see you again on Thursday. I think I have to agree with the kids that the chocolate fudge frosting is the best part.